This little trick is awesome, even if I say so myself. Let me show you it. So here we go. I've got two ranges of data. I want to compare them and flag the differences. So all I do is go into a cell, type MYCOMPARE. It generates a formula for me. I double click and then I select this table. I double click and I select the other table and I press enter. And it gives me a list of the cells that are different. But even better than that, if I click on it, it actually jumps to the cells and I can then go home, yellow and red. Look at that. That is awesome. There we are. There's all the differences. Okay, I could go over to this demo. Here we go. Let's just go into a cell, MYCOMPARE. Okay, this is just good. We highlight that little range there. Double click on this, highlight that little range there, press enter, and it tells you the differences. And again, I can click on it. It highlights the cells. I can go here and make them yellow. Those are the differences. This is cool. If you want to see how I did it, stay tuned. Let's go. This solution came out of me just recently doing a Power Query challenge. And I wanted to compare people's submissions with what I was expecting them to create. There'll be a link to the Power Query challenge in the description below if you want to check it out. So here was what I was expecting. Here's what somebody submitted. And I thought there must be a quick way of me comparing these two. So this is where I started, right? So I just went here, went equals, highlighted this table, and then said equals, and then highlighted this table, including the headings, and pressed enter. And with Dynamic Array Excel, you now get falses and trues, and it spills down, so the formula expands. So this is 365 Excel, okay? This won't be in Excel 2019 or any earlier versions. Right, so from there, I could just do a simple count of no matches. So this was my first protocol. I just changed that to a do not equal. There's the do not equals. And I then simply wrapped it in brackets and multiplied it by 1. So there's my ones, and then I can just simply sum that up. So if I come in here and say the sum of that whole thing, so I knew there were 4 differences. Great. Okay, so at least I knew they didn't match. But then you have to go looking for where these differences are. So that's when I started thinking, what can you do about it? So let me go back to the trues and falses. So I wanted to, and I'll flick it around the other way. So this is the does not equal. So I thought, okay, I want to be able to get the cell reference if that's true. Okay, so I just started then playing about with this. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so I said if, open the brackets, equals, so if that doesn't equal that equals true, then give me a 1, otherwise a blank, okay, just as a starting point. So there we go, we've got the nice little starting point. But rather than returning a 1, I actually want the cell address. What I could do is replace this 1 with address, okay? And it's basically the row from this range, comma, the column from this range. Close the bracket, press enter, and there's the cells. So it's row and column from here, only where it's true. Then it was a case of concatenating these items together. So I wrapped it, if I go Alt-Enter, I wrapped it in a text join. So text join using a comma and a space, comma. Do I want to ignore the empty cells? Absolutely I do. So true, comma, and then what range is it? Well, it's this whole range being spat out here. So I can just go Alt-Enter and put a bracket on the end. Right, so that's my list of items. But I want to be able to jump to them, so I wrap that inside a hyperlink. So click in here, Alt-Enter, equals hyperlink, okay, the hash sign, ampersand, and then you basically are linking to those cells. You could put a friendly name on the end, but I just want to spit out the actual reference. So I'm just going to put another bracket on the end. And now we've got a clickable link. There it goes down to the 300. And if I press tab, it goes up to there. And that's it. That's the magic. Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So the link, this formula will be in the show notes. So you can just copy and paste it and use it. However, you can take this one step further to really neaten this up by using the let function. You know, we're referring to this table and this table and this table again and this table again. So, oh, actually that should be table new all. Let me just double check that and include this. Okay, you get the same answer. Everything will still work. Okay, new all, new all, new all, and then original all. That's including the heading as well. If I didn't care about the heading, you just put the table names in. Click in here, let. Open the brackets. So underscore range 1, okay, comma, and then in this case, it would be, well, it will be the first range, but I'm just going to give it a placeholder. So call it double click range 1, okay, comma, underscore range 2, double click range 2, comma, and then in my formula, I can now replace this range all with underscore range 1. Okay, so that's my original. And this is my new, so this is going to be range 2. So I'm going to replace all the range 2s on the news with range 2. Okay, now when I press enter, I'm going to get an error because these aren't proper ranges. And then you just put an extra bracket on the end for the let. Now it's not going to work because these aren't real names. But if I copy this formula, for example, because I want to keep this, I don't want to overwrite it, but I paste it here, and then I just double click there, go across to range 1, highlight that, come back, go to range 2, click on there, enter. There it is, it's working. Okay, and then how did I do my compare bit? Well, I just took this formula with these built-in parameters, copied it, Control C, go to File, Options, Proofing, Autocorrect, and then in the with box paste, and then in the replace box do my compare. Okay, for this to work though, okay, you're not allowed the alt enters. So I actually took the alt enters out because they don't work in this autocorrect. So what that then allows me to do is when I type my compare, autocorrect kicks in and puts in my formula for me. There we go. It works a treat. Let me know what you think. Is that useful? Can you see yourself using it? I'm loving the hyperlink. I'm loving dynamic arrays. Excel's just getting better all the time. Please share this with other people. Let people know about the channel. I'll catch you later.